Hello my dudes, and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. If you're new here, hi, I'm Evan, and I knit things. And if you're a regular, welcome back. I'm so glad you're all here. Today I have for you podcast episode number 2, and I've got no finished objects, and some whip progress, and a very sad story for me, and one acquisition. So, that being said, let's jump right in. First of all, I got this really cool mug at the Science Center. This is the not cool side. Carnegie Science Center. Look at this mug I got. I'm very excited about it. And it's pretty big, so it holds a lot. Okay, so I only have a couple different things to show you because I have very specific goals right now for what I'm trying to accomplish when. So, when we talked last week, I forgot to tell you guys last week that I had finished the Pearl Soho project that I needed to get done by January 8th, and that's been shipped off. But now I have a new one from them that I don't have the yarn or the pattern yet, but I have swatched because it's in the same yarn as the last one. So I kept the swatch yarn, and I've made a swatch, and I haven't submitted it yet, but I think it's good. And that one's a project that's actually 5 objects in one, 2 small ones, 2 medium ones, and 1 big one. But I can't tell you any more than that. So that's going to keep my plate pretty full. And then I also have another sample coming in for Fiona K from Fiona K Knits again, because I love her and will always do a sample for her. But I'll be making a ranunculus for her in one of her new fluffy bases. So those will be coming up. I don't have them yet. I haven't started them yet, but those are coming up. So I really need to buckle down on what I'm trying to accomplish. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. We'll talk about this past week's goals with each project, just because I had very specific goals for what I wanted to accomplish with what, because I'm on a time crunch. So I'm making a bunch of stuff for my son Garrett for his birthday, which is next month. He's going to be 12. So I have several things that I am working on for him that I obviously want to finish by his birthday, and I don't think it's possible to finish them all. So, yeah, it's a lot. Actually, I forgot something downstairs. I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing, I was working on his Dragon Ball cross stitch. This thing is massive. I showed it to you. I think this is not too far off of what I showed you last time. So I'm working along, and then I get to here and realize that his hair is supposed to be over here, and he's supposed to be this way. So I was like, it took me 3 full days just to do that bit. 3 full days. I started this on January 1st. I stopped doing this on January 3rd in the evening when I realized it was wrong. So I had to start over. I had to get another piece of fabric, re-grid the whole thing, and then start the thing over. So I started over with gridding on the night of January 3rd, and I stayed up really late, and I finished gridding that fabric on the 3rd. And then I started actually getting back to the cross stitch the following day. And here's where we are now. Today for me is Friday, January 10th. We're almost done with the black, almost. There's some more black in his belt here, and then I have to do his other hand, arm area, here, over here. You see his hair goes up in there, but I'm not going to take it out of the hoop right now because this hoop is a pain to get back on. Because it's a nice one that has like an indent in it, like it's plastic and there's an indent in there. So it's like super secure, but it's a giant pain to get back on. So this is where we are, and I am fairly certain that this cannot be finished by his birthday now. Black was the color with the most stitches of it, but it's taking so long. Like, I'm not working on it during school time, but this is the only thing I'm working on when it's not school time. So after about 2 o'clock every day, this is the only thing I work on. And it's been a week of just this. I mean, I have had some other things going on. Like, we don't do school on Fridays, so today's Friday for me, but I haven't touched this yet today. I had to go have blood work done this morning. So this hasn't been worked on today, but I'm really hoping, like, okay, so the plan for today is film this episode, get it transferring onto my computer, go for a run, shower, edit this episode and get it uploaded for tomorrow, and then I can get back to this. Because like I can usually knit on something real simple and easy while I'm editing that I can stop and pay attention, but I can't do this while I'm editing because, you know, I have to look at the pattern. So this probably will not, for me it's 9:30 in the morning right now. So this probably won't get worked on until probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon again. But if that's the case, I would still really like to have the black finished today. I don't know if I can do that, but I want to try. And then I think the next color I'll do will be like the smallest color, just so I can feel like I actually accomplished something. Because that's how it goes sometimes. But anyway, that is the very sad story I had to tell you. This, well, like when this happened, I was like, how bad will it look if I just crop him right there? And you would have gotten like just this, like not even his whole hands, and he would have looked so weird. So the answer is he would have looked bad. Oh no, don't lose my needle. So that's how this goes. I had wanted to finish the black and have another color like half done or finished by today. Didn't happen. Pay attention to where your fabric should be, or horrible sad things will happen to you. Also, this was done with 2 strands, and I didn't like how you could see so much of the fabric through it, so I was kind of not super mad that I had to redo it, because then I could do it with 3 strands. But then this color is not actually black, it's a dark blue, and I didn't have another skein of that, so I went with black because I have 9,000 skeins of it. And, you know, I don't think it matters that much. Like, there's a little difference, but not really. They're twins! I think this one looks better. What do you think? Anyway, that's cross stitch. So, other Garrett things. Let's see. Which one have you seen? You've seen this one. Okay, so this is the Musselburgh hat by Isolde Teague. You saw this last week. I am knitting this up in Knit Picks Chroma The colorway is Seahorse. This is where I was last week. I haven't worked on this very much. I've only worked on it like when we were playing a board game with the kids, and then I worked on it when I went to get my blood work done this morning. But that was it. So let's move that. This I can probably finish for Garrett's birthday. But the cross stitch may just have to be, hey, I'm making this for you for your birthday, but it's not done yet. Sorry, since I'm gonna have 2 samples here. So maybe I should work on this some more. It looks so weird like on the small circulars like that, but and I hate this color area. This is nice. This is ugly. So that's that. We've worked on it a little bit, not a super ton. I love this bag. It's so cute. I don't know who this bag is by. It doesn't say, and I got it in a D-stash. Even the inside fabric is cute. It's like these little suns and clouds. Next project, this bag I'm assuming is by the same person as the other bag because it's like exactly the same. These are the gloves that I said I wanted to cast on for Garrett. That I hadn't cast on yet last week, but obviously I have cast them on now. I finished one glove. Just to show you how big my kids are. They're a little big for me in the hand. My fingers are a little longer than his, but his hand is bigger than mine. So these are the gloves. This pattern, or this, wow, okay. I am very loosely using the Podster Gloves pattern. Who's that by? By Glenna C. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so here, I'll just show you this. You can't see that at all. Okay, I say very loosely because when I started these, Garrett had said that he wanted fingerless gloves with a mitten flap. So I've used the Podster Gloves pattern before. I'm using this fingering weight yarn from K&C. It's 100% cotton. I got it at Joann when it was closing. This colorway is called Coastal Crush. And then since it's 100% cotton, I wanted to give it a little bit of warmth. So I'm using this Surrey alpaca with it. I don't know the colorway name of this. I think it was just blue. But it's from I Am Inspire a Mind. I got it on their Etsy store. And together they're making this. It's really nice. So the Surrey should give this cotton a bit of warmth. Also, I say I'm very loosely using the Podster Gloves because I was just going to use like the general instructions. But it says to cast on 50 stitches for the small. And I did, and it was massive. So this is cast on 38 stitches, and then I just kind of used Garrett's hand to measure as I went. And I'm just very loosely using the instructions on where to place things. So the first glove is finished. The second glove I started yesterday. Oh, that's a tangled disaster. So we did the cuff and the hand, and there we put the thumb on hold, and we're working on the first finger focus. So these I hope to finish by next week. So I guess this is like a half finished object because I finished one. It's like socks when you finish one but not the second one. I'm hoping these match relatively well since this yarn seems to be relatively ombre, like it was darker out here and then the middle gets to like green instead of blue. But I'm not using nearly as much yarn as I thought I would. So 1.5 gloves done. So basically, I'm using the general instructions for where to place things and coming up with all the numbers myself. There are very, very detailed notes on Ravelry, if you're interested. All the project pages are linked below. So, I love this bag too. It's really cute. So that's project number 2, 3. 2 for knitting, 3 altogether. That's all the Garrett projects. Let's get into regular projects now. Okay, so I had said that I wanted to do 1 hexagon for my Polygon blanket every day this month. I have actually done that. So, here's what we've got for the month so far. I started today's, but I haven't finished it yet because I had to go get blood work done, and this is less good for traveling than a Musselburgh hat. So, this is pixie yarn. It's part of the Mirkwood fade. Leftovers from my Cozy Comfort fade cardigan by Andrea Mowry. So this one is about half done. I know it doesn't look half done, but it is. So then we've got yesterday, which was the 9th, the 8th. We're counting halves too. The 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st. So, I'm not going to show you guys these ones again, probably. I may put these in like the big container with the rest of them since you've seen them now. So, I had... Oh, I'm sorry. The Polygon blanket is a pattern by Tin Can Knits, and I am knitting this up in DK weight scraps for my collection. Before this month, I had 12 whole hexagons and 1 half hexagon. So now I have 4 half hexagons, and this will be 19 full hexagons. So that really doesn't seem like much, but we're making progress. Actually, I want to see this whole month's all together, so I'm going to leave them in here. I just may try to keep them separate, so it doesn't matter, whatever. So for the size that I want to make, approximately I need 128 full-size hexagons and 30 halves. So we are still nowhere near that, but by the end of the month we should have 42-ish hexagons between full and half. So we're doing it. I'm making it work. It's usually the first thing I do in the day and then I move on. But yeah. The final whip I have for you. I mentioned last week, I think, that I wanted to make some book socks, but I hadn't cast them on yet. I cast them on. So, I think I told you the categories last week too. There's fantasy, Brandon Sanderson, romance, mystery, sci-fi, nonfiction, fiction, horror, manga, and thriller. So, here's the socks so far. First book of the year was mystery. Second book of the year was mystery. Third book of the year was fantasy. Fourth was thriller. Fifth was manga. And sixth was romance. So we've got 6 books so far on here. The main color is Knit Picks Stroll in the colorway Midnight Heather. This is also a Knit Picks. This is Knit Picks Hawthorne Fingering. This is Dream in Color. This is Dream in Color. This is Hedgehog Fibers. And this is Ruby and Roses. If you want some knit picks, I'm an affiliate. My link is down below. You should check it out. Yeah. I think these are going to be fun. So, that is all the knitting. How about a, what am I wearing? I'm actually wearing 3 knits right now. You can only see 2 of them, but I'm wearing 3 because I have knit socks on too. I mean, I always have knit socks on. If I'm not running, I have knit socks on. So, I did not do this intentionally, but these are both Andrea Mowry patterns. This is the Plumpy Shawl. It is knit up in a, back when the Plumpy Shawl was like really, really huge, Hedgehog Fibers did a kit, and I got the kit. So there's 3 different colors of Hedgehog Fibers. I think these are skinny singles in here. This black-green one back here is Goblin, and that's all I know. There's also this pink variegated, and then there's this lighter green speckled, but I don't remember what either of them are called. It was quite a few years ago. Also, I got this amazing Twilight shirt at Five Below last week, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. $5, and it's like really comfortable. We'll see how long it lasts though. Like, we just got a Five Below. I've never been to one before, but I really liked it. I also got a really cool cup, but I don't have it with me right now. And then this is the Stria cardigan, or Stria cardigan, also by Andrea Mowry. This main color, the gray, is by a dyer that I don't support anymore. The purple is completely unknown. It was unlabeled in my collection, and the blue is Explorer Knits and Fibers. And then I guess you can see my socks. These are my socks. They're scrappy. I think these were ones I made for the Easy Peasy Scrappy Sock Knit Along a couple years ago. Their fingering weight held double. I don't think I even used a pattern, but if I did use a pattern, it would be the one of the Thicksmiths or Thicksgiving socks by Summer Lee. Okay, that's all the knitting. Let's talk goals for this coming week. I dropped my notebook. Notebooks. Goals for this coming week: 1 hexie a day for my Polygon. I want to finish the 1 glove for Garrett. I want to start the Pearl Soho sample. I want to keep up with my book socks. As soon as I have 2 finished books, I want to do the stripes for them so I don't like get stuck in a backlog. I'd like to finish the black on Garrett's cross stitch and one other color. Provided I get the yarn for the Fiona K sample, I want to swatch and start that. I would love to swatch and cast on something from my Make 9. Like, I'm dying to cast on the Field Day. I got some Knit Picks City Tweed when it was on sale last week. It's not here yet, or I'd be showing it to you. And I really want to cast that on. I am dying for more cardigans in my closet, particularly more DK weight cardigans. I only have 1 DK weight cardigan. 1. And that's unacceptable. So I would really love to do that. That will probably not happen, unfortunately. But you know, that's how it is. Okay. So, I guess that leaves us acquisitions and book chat. Okay, so acquisitions. I got an Etsy gift card for Christmas from my mother-in-law. That's what I asked for. I'm very excited about it. Because Garrett broke my yarn bowl. He dropped it off the table and it was wood and it broke on our tile floor, and so I wanted to get a new one. So I found a shop on Etsy that did cute little 3D printed yarn bowls, and I ordered one. And it took a while to come in, but it came in. There were 2 sizes, small and large. Did I read the dimensions for the sizes? No, I did not. I was like, obviously I'm gonna want the large one. Like, I don't need a tiny, teeny tiny yarn bowl. If there's 2 sizes, obviously small is tiny and large is regular, right? No. It's massive. It's pretty, but it's so big as to be bordering on completely useless. So, the shop had an interesting exchange policy. I was like, I'm really sorry, I can't read. Can I exchange the large one? Like, can I send this back to you and you send me a small one? And this one was $10 more than the small one, and I was like, and you can just keep the $10 difference. And they were like, no, we don't do that. What you can do though is keep that one, use this code to place an order for the small one, and it'll give you 50% off the small one. And I was like, that doesn't make sense, but okay. So I did that. And the small one should actually be here today. And I picked a different color for the small one. But I think this is going to be used to just store yarn in my yarn cabinet, like some balls of yarn, because I don't like them just sitting on the shelf. It annoys me. Or maybe this will be for scraps or for minis or something. But I tried using it as like an actual yarn bowl, and it's not very helpful because it takes up so much space. It's bigger than my head. Like, yeah. If the opening were shaped slightly differently, I could wear this as a hat. So, that's my bad. Read dimensions of things. I'm notorious for getting the wrong size of things online because I think I know how big something is and I don't. I have no concept of how big an inch is. Anyway, so that was my one acquisition. I should have a couple good acquisitions for you next week. My yarn from Knit Picks should be here, and then my new regular size yarn bowl should also be here. So tune in next week for that. So let's talk books. Let's talk books. Things I've finished since we last talked. Mosaics and Magic, which is Vampire Knitting Club number 14 by Nancy Warren. 9 Goblins by T. Kingfisher. Oh, Mosaics and Magic got 3 stars. 9 Goblins by T. Kingfisher, 5 stars. Love me a T. Kingfisher. Was super stoked that they finally got this on Audible. It hasn't been available as an audiobook anywhere, and it's one of her earlier works, so I was really excited about that. I will read anything and everything T. Kingfisher. I've read everything of hers now except 2 things. And that's because audiobooks for them don't exist. So ebooks are hard for me. They're hard for my brain. So they go very, 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 very slowly. Let's see, I read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. It's been a while since I read a thriller. Really liked that one. 5 stars. When I finish the couple current things that I'm reading, I think I'm gonna go read Simone St. James's whole backlist because it was really good. I liked it a lot. I read Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 21 by Hiromu Arakawa. That was 4 stars. I have 6 more Fullmetals before I finish the whole series. So hopefully I can get that done relatively soonish. And then I finished That Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion at a Werewolf by Kimberly Lemming. Loved it. 4 stars. What am I currently reading? I am reading That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human by Kimberly Lemming, which is the 3rd in the Mead Mishaps series. I'm reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I'm rereading this since the 3rd book comes out later this month, so I wanted to do a reread of the first 2. I'm still reading Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. That one's kind of fallen to the wayside at the moment because my husband has been reading a book on Hoopla, and only one person, if you're sharing an account, can use the Hoopla app at the same time. So like every time I go to listen to it, he's listening, like when he's at work and has downtime or whatever, so it's just been annoying. So I'm waiting for him to finish that book so I can go back to Oathbringer. And then we're still reading Kingdom of Ash. We actually haven't listened to it a single time since we last talked. Things have been crazy. It was also my husband's birthday this week, and then it was like first week back to school and work after being off for 3 weeks. So it's just been like, this week has been insane, and I'm glad we survived, and like I feel like I need a vacation. But anyway, you can tell Brett happy 38th birthday in the comments below if you want to. His birthday was on the 6th. And that's really all I've got. That's all I've got. Anyway, yeah. So reading, I already said this when you saw my book socks, but that's 6 books for the year so far. I don't like this new reading challenge screen on Goodreads. The beta for the new reading challenge, I don't like it. I've had quite a few people recommend Storygraph to me. I tried it. I hated it. I read a decent amount of niche books that just aren't on there, and that's unacceptable to me. If I can't log every single thing ever in the history of the world, then I'm not interested. And it also wouldn't port over my reading. Like, it said it could, like, port over everything I'd read. It didn't and couldn't. And it also didn't port over my TBR. So, yeah, no. No story graph for me. Anyway, you can like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. We are on a journey to 500 subscribers here. We are at like 170 couple. So thank you so much to all the new subscribers from last week. I'm so glad you're here. Subscribers that subscribed before that, you guys are the OG. Love you. If you're watching this still and you're not subscribed, dude, what are you doing? Click the subscribe button. You can also go follow me over on Instagram. I'm Evan Knits Things over there. On Ravelry, I'm Evan Knits Things. On Goodreads, I'm Evan Knits Things. Because Instagram is losing their frickin' mind, I'm also now over on Blue Sky as Evan Knits Things. I have no concept of how it works yet, but I am there. So you can go follow me there too. The links for all of those things are in the description box below, along with everything that I talked about today. I will also link the Etsy store for that yarn bowl, if you're interested. So, with that, you may also want to do the little notification bell. Like, I hate saying that because I feel like it sounds annoying, but given that I am chronically ill and have some medical issues, things do not always go according to plan. So, yes, I would love to have a new episode for you at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday morning, every day, every week without fail. But that doesn't always happen. So, if you want to know or be notified when the next upload is, click the notification bell. That being said, thanks for stopping by. Hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!